We have a cost and revenue curve, which is a graph that shows the total, the level of output where a firm will be making a loss, make a profit, break even, and maximize profit. So here we have the graph already. So based on the graph we have here, at point OB, the total cost is more than the total revenue, which means if the firm is producing at point OB, it means it's going to be incurring a loss. Point OB means the firm will be incurring a loss. So point B is the break-even point, which means the firm is not making a loss or not making a profit. That is the point where the total revenue goes to the total cost. So this is the analysis here. As I wrote, the total revenue and total cost curve shows the point at which a firm will make a loss, break even, or profit. Using the figure 1, this is our figure 1. At OB, it shows that the firm will make a loss because the TC is higher than the TR. Here at point OB, the total cost is higher than the total revenue. The total cost is higher than the total revenue. At any given level of output here, the total cost is higher than the total revenue. So this means at any point between this place, the firm will be making a loss. Then at point B is the break-even level of output. So point B is where the total revenue and the total cost intersect. So point B is what we call the break-even point. Then between B and D, the firm is making profit because the total revenue is greater than the total cost. Between B and D, the total revenue is greater than the total cost. Between B and D, the total revenue, which is this, is greater than the total cost. The total revenue is greater than the total cost at point BD. Then, profit maximization is the output of C. At output of C, at C, our profit maximization is this because our total revenue is greater than the total cost. At C, this is our total cost and this is our total revenue. So our total revenue is at the highest at point C because our total revenue is greater than the total cost. Then if the firm produces beyond D, at point D, where the break-even is, where we have the break-even again, I wrote, if the firm produces beyond D, it will start making a loss again because it will be producing above the maximum level of output, which is the second break-even level. So here is where you can produce the maximum output. Any point further than this will bring about a loss for the firm. So that is about total revenue and total cost. For total revenue and total cost, point OB is a loss. Point B, where there's intersection between total cost and total revenue, is break-even. Then B and D is profit maximizing profit level because our total revenue is greater than the total cost. At point D is the total revenue again. Any point beyond total revenue, any point beyond point D will bring back a loss. That's about total revenue and total cost. Then we have our marginal cost. For marginal cost, we're talking about the cost of producing an extra unit of output, which allows the firm to make an extra unit in sales. So any point where the MC, for profit maximizing output, we have the total revenue to be at the greatest, or the marginal cost equals to the marginal revenue. So here, our profit maximizing level of output is at this point. MC equals to MR at C, at OC. But point OA is the first intersection for the MC MR. So any point, the first intersection where you have your marginal cost starts, where your marginal cost is first falling, is not your profit maximizing output. I'm going to say that again. We have two intersections here. We have OA and OC. At point OA, where that is the first intersection. The first intersection is not going to be your profit maximizing level of output because it is the first place where the marginal cost starts falling. This is the first place the marginal cost starts falling. So your marginal revenue equals to your marginal cost at point OC. That is your profit maximizing level. So here I wrote, the profit maximizing level of output is where MC equals to MR. This is at the point OC. This is our MC equals to MR, profit maximizing level. But in this case, in the case of having two intersection point where MC equals to MR, the first intersection point where the MC is falling is not the profit maximizing output. So this is not our profit maximizing output, this is our profit maximizing output. So we get to know that we have profit maximizing level of output where MC equals to MR, or where our total revenue is at the highest compared to the total cost. Thank you. This is about total revenue and total cost, marginal cost and marginal revenue.